Hi guys! Welcome to my plan with me for the month November. I know that we're already halfway into November and I've been seriously debating whether or not to upload this video at all. But I believe my pages could be an inspiration for any month you'd like, and I thought it would just be a shame to let that inspiration go to waste. So I decided to upload my video after all, and hopefully it will inspire you for the upcoming month, or any month after that. For this month I chose a woodland creatures theme, inspired by some sticker sheets and a craft book that I bought at the Dutch store Action. The main colors I used in addition to the stickers were brown and green. For my title page I tried to work in layers, so all the different elements wouldn't look like they were just floating on the page. The green paper and the washi also gives it kind of a frame. I kept using the same washi throughout my pages to keep everything coherent. I thought the page still missed something, so I decided to add a little bird in the top left corner and some feathers, which he had lost in his flight. I love how calm and serene the end result looks. For my appointment page, I did the same thing as the previous months. I used a strip of washi as a timeline and just added the title at the top of the page. This page is so incredibly easy to set up, and I always love how the page gets filled with appointments this way. I used green for my drop shadow, but I didn't like it, so in the next pages I used a combo of dark and light brown instead. Next up is my focus page, and I immediately made a mistake by making one of my lines too long. Thank heavens for whiteout. I believe there isn't a month I haven't used any whiteout so far. Just know that it's okay to make mistakes though. Instead of worrying over a line that went wrong, just admire that you are creating a journal all the way from scratch, by hand. That's truly something to be proud of and to cherish, mistakes included. Last month was the first month that I drew 8 little calendars on my habit tracker instead of the 6 bigger ones. I loved the way they looked. And I did have 8 things I wanted to track again, although I did change them up a little bit. Inktober was one of the things I tracked last month, and as that was over, I decided to add Instagram instead. Speaking of Inktober, I only ever posted my drawings of the first week, but in reality I made it to the 3rd week of Inktober. I am debating whether or not still to post the 2nd and 3rd week in hindsight. I did record all my drawings. What do you think? Would you still like to see those? And if so, would you like to see the speed drawings with a little story behind each drawing? Or would you prefer to see just a flip through of my Inktober sketchbook? Let me know in the comments please. I am doing a Bujo Bingo again this month. At this point, these Bujo Bingos tend to be more of a utopia I never seem to be able to reach than a realistic set of goals. I should probably aim a bit lower, or somehow find a way to keep working on my goals and stay disciplined even on days where I feel tired or depressed. Because those things are the main things holding me back right now. How is that for you? What is holding you back from reaching your goals, and how do you find your way around it? I decided to try again to work on quite some big goals, but I did cluster similar goals together in a row. That way, if the month gets rough, I can decide to focus on certain rows instead of the whole bingo card, and still work towards a reward and feel like I achieved something. And as we're already halfway into the month now, I can already tell you it is working pretty well. There are certain rows that I'm doing really well on. Mainly my second YouTube channel, which takes up 2 rows on this bingo card. But I've also been doing quite well on the home improvement department. There has definitely been a lot of progress this month, and it's great to be able to see that progress on a bingo card in one glance. If you would like to make a Bujo bingo as well, I have made a video about it in which I explain this tool in detail. You can see it by clicking on the card in the top right of this video or the link in my description. The next page is my memory page. Usually I would have a happy log on a page next to it, but this month I decided to do a memory page only. I'm trying to save some space in this Bujo, so I will be able to fit the last month of the year in it as well, and start fresh in a new bullet journal in January. And since I didn't really use the memory page and the happy log extensively lately, it only seemed logical to combine the two into one page. So this month I put my money log next to my memory page. It's a really simple page, as usual. I just divided the page in 2 parts, left for incoming money and right for my bills. And I've got a really cute hedgehog watching over my finances this month. The last page is another space-saving page. I decided to use one page for all my weeklies. I didn't need space for the first few days of November, so I just needed to divide the page into 4 squares, one for each week. I do miss all my space of my weeklies a little bit, but it's also kind of refreshing just to note down the absolute most important tasks. And those were all my pages for this month. I hope they inspired you for your own planner pages. If they did, consider subscribing to my channel, as I'm uploading a plan with me every month, along with plenty of other creative inspiration videos. And for December, I'm actually planning to get right back on schedule again. I will see you in my next video. Have a lovely creative day.